What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the M Brothers podcast. We are your hosts. I am Christian, and as always,
Danny.
and happy motherfucking Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, everybody out there. Today, as we're recording, is actually
Yes, today is actual Father's
Day. Hope you guys enjoyed the day. Hope you guys told your dads Happy Father's Day. And
Hope you're enjoying. If you have kids, happy Father's Day to you too also.
yeah, and if no one told you, then Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all them single dads too.
Single dads.
Single moms, you need to find a stepdad to beat the shit out of them kids.
Damn.
Happy Father's Day to all them guys who cream pied and no kids at.
Yep. Happy Father's
You're like, what the fuck?
Happy Father's Day to everybody who's fucking someone else's wife is calling them daddy,
Oh, shit. Damn. There you go. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. And then happy birthday to Keka. Keka's birthday is this week.
Oh, happy birthday.
Jackie's birthday is this week.
Happy birthday.
Riley's birthday is this week.
Happy birthday.
And Sandy's birthday is this week. So happy birthday.
Happy motherfucking birthday.
And
damn, that's a lot of
a lot
birthdays.
of birthdays this week. I don't think I'm missing anyone, but if I forgot about you, happy birthday to you too.
Right. Happy birthday. Oh, I actually got a friend at work. His birthday is today too.
Okay.
So happy birthday,
Happy
Ivan.
birthday.
So yeah.
But yeah.
How's your week? Oh, well.
Well, you can go first.
My week was honestly not trying to I've been going to the gym all this time and shit like that. Today, because I went to the gym before, today's my second day I went to the gym.
Did we work out this week together?
Yeah, that
Okay.
one time that we worked out this week,
Yeah.
and then today is my only time I went to the gym.
Damn.
So my AC has been down all week, and if you live in the Chicagoland area, it has been hot. So it's been down. All I had to do was just change the thermostat, but it was like one of those where I was troubleshooting everything,
Yeah.
and the thermostat just went. And that was the last thing before I had to call someone. I was doing everything myself.
Yeah.
But I had a buddy come out because he's changed all kinds of thermostats before. So I was like, man, I don't want to touch it because it's kind of electrical work and I don't
Right.
want to fuck it up. So if you could come by. He came by Friday and changed the thermostat for me. Man, Friday going into Saturday, since I work my schedule, I work Friday going into Saturday. I had all week, my sleep has been trash.
Shit.
Trash. And by Friday going to Saturday, sleeping under the covers, cold as shit. It was life. I remember it. That heat makes you remember and makes you appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
Cause man, that shit was nasty.
Yeah. As you can see, as you can't see, this room is not the coldest right now.
Yeah.
So
And this motherfucker wearing a sweater. I came
in.
in short as fuck.
So I don't know if you guys can hear. I don't think you guys can hear.
I
but
think they can.
I mean, maybe they can. Whatever. We have a
yeah.
little fan going on right now.
The little AC unit kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't have any water in it, so it's just a fan right now.
Oh.
That's why
so,
you
yeah.
probably it's not. It's
got a
cold.
whole sink and shit like that.
Yeah.
You could put water, ice.
But
you making us feel like we in fucking
You know,
California, no
podcast
water.
comes first. So,
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
but
how's your week?
my week has been decent. So Monday. Okay, so as you guys know, I signed up for summer shredding, and dude, it feels like every time I sign up for something or I'm set to do something, something always has to go wrong. And I'm not making excuses, Little commercial break for this. Sebum
That
Energy.
shit is delicious.
A little sidetrack a little bit real quick. We got to try these first before anyone else got to try them at Alpha Land, remember?
Really?
Yeah.
That was us first?
Well, I mean, we weren't the first.
No, as in
But-
just being there.
Yeah, they hadn't
Oh,
released
shit.
them yet, and they these flavors in particularly, I think.
Oh,
Uh,
that's why I was like, man, red was good, orange was
Yeah.
good, but red.
Yeah, because they brought them to the booth, and they hadn't released them yet officially, so
These were
really good.
Sebum Energy, really fucking good.
Really good. But back to the week. And I'm not trying to make excuses about like, I was tired, I was this or was that. No, it wasn't none of that. So, excuse me. Monday comes, I go to the gym. Excuse me. And since pretty much that, since I signed up, I had been following what Andy was giving me. And we're trying to pretty much get me back to where I can just regularly work out. And as you guys know, I got injured. I hurt my back. So we're doing a bunch of rehab stuff and slowly integrating, like, being able to work out fully again. But Tuesday I was going down to a job site in Champaign. It's about an hour and a half drive from us, hour 45. As I was like 20 minutes from the site, the job got canceled. They bought the wrong size valves and stuff like that. So turned around, and now I'm in the car, seated for 3 hours, with my back still not at 100%. So that day, as I was driving, I felt a little bit of tweak as I was driving. Nothing crazy. Wednesday comes, I wake up, I'm just like, ooh, I'm like, that does not feel right.
Yeah.
Wasn't like how it was, I was still able to get up, still able to go to work, could still touch my toes and everything, but certain movements, or like doing certain things with my core, it like sent just like a shooting pain into my back and into my leg. And now we're on Sunday, and each day's gotten a little bit better, but every morning I still wake up with that same pain. And as I get going and moving, it starts to feel better. So I haven't been hitting the gym. I've been going and doing some rehab stuff that he has me doing, which takes me about an hour. So I'm like getting
you're getting a sweat on.
I'm getting a sweat on and stuff. And then I do about 30 minutes of like the bike with my back supported just to get some more movement and stuff like that. So this week hasn't been the best week, but
how's the dieting going?
Honestly, after I got hurt on Wednesday, the diet has been shit. Just yesterday, I started being back on it again.
Yeah.
And I need to stop doing that shit. I need to stop saying fuck everything the second that I get hurt or can't really work out like that.
Yeah. Do you do back extensions? Because it's your kind of lower back, but I know it's your like in your pelvic kind of tailbone.
It's like the sciatic area, whatever.
Do you do back extensions?
I do. Yeah, I could do them. Before I couldn't do them because I couldn't bend down.
Oh shit!
Remember?
Yeah.
This time I can. And right now seated, I'm comfortable. I'm not in pain right now.
Right.
But certain things, certain movements, they'll still kind of trigger it a little bit. So this week I'm gonna start doing again the exercise that he had me doing, like the actual workouts.
Right.
And I'm gonna start marking down if there's anything that triggers the pain. And I'm gonna get with Andy and we're gonna work it out and we're gonna see.
He's gonna rub one out on you.
Yeah.
I mean, rub you out.
For you guys that don't know, Andy's a PT, physical therapist.
Yeah. It was a joke. It was a joke.
But yeah, so we're gonna get together and we're gonna see what the best course of action is so that I can still compete and I don't injure myself.
Yeah.
Anymore than I already have. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So that was that. And then on Thursday, they ended up, they ordered the right stuff. So I went back to Champaign on Thursday.
So and that was another long drive. Right.
Which, didn't help my already hurting back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, drove there, was there for about 4 hours, drove back.
Did you have to go back to work after that? Or
No,
did you
no,
go?
I came
You
home.
came home.
Yeah, I came home.
Damn.
Because I got my day started at 6 pretty much.
Did you gym it that day?
Wednesday. Thursday. Did I gym it? I think I went in just to do the stretches.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Well, then we go to the gym.
Or was that the day that we went to the gym?
Yeah, I think we went to the gym that day.
Okay, then yeah, I did the stretches, half of them anyways, and then we hit chest a little bit.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't want to say half of them because he gave me 2 sets of things to do. I did the first one, and then as I was working out that day, he sent me a bunch more because I told him, I was like, look, man, this shit still hurts.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, do these 2, and
Dang.
that day I didn't end up doing them.
Yeah.
But
hey, at least he's helping you with it.
Yeah, so I have to get better.
Yeah. I can't wait until I buy my ticket, man. I'm getting excited again.
Yeah.
About the about going this month, this summer shredding championship.
Yeah.
I'm getting excited again.
Dude, have you seen Brian?
Yeah, he looks fucking good.
Dude.
He looks really, really
amazing.
good. Yeah. Jealous.
Dude, I'm like, dude, his face, his fucking body, like everything is looking like
He
fucking amazing, dude.
literally got young. Literally
Yeah,
lost.
he looks
he's
like
in
he
his.
looks 10 years younger.
I think he said he's in his 40s or 50s or some bullshit like that. He literally looks like he's in his 30s.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, like mid 30s.
He looks our age.
Yeah. That's
He
sad.
probably looks younger than us. Shit.
sad.
But he looks good.
He looks really good.
Really fucking good.
But
So,
hey.
I know he's going to kill it.
Yeah. He better. I want him to make it to the
He
championship
has
round.
to make it to the championship, dude.
It'll be fucking dope that we could get him on the podcast and go against him at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to kill us, but.
Yeah. Nah, come on, man. We have to do it.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have to at least show that
we
we're.
have to.
Come on. Because I'm ready. As soon as this baby drops, as soon as she comes out,
Yeah.
that's it. Hopefully, by next time we do another podcast, she'll be out the stomach father.
Yeah.
And because as soon as that happens, as soon as she's like, all right, well, I could kind of do it myself a little bit more.
Right.
I'm gonna sign up. I'm gonna do carnivore for 30 days.
See how you feel. See how you like it.
Yeah, well, I'm doing carnivore just because I know it's gonna be a little expensive. So I'm gonna do carnivore to lose the weight, and then after I'm done losing the weight, after I'm done the 30 days
Yeah.
of straight carnivore, I'm gonna go back to the basically chicken, broccoli, and rice kind of shit.
The bro diet.
Yeah, the bro diet.
Yeah.
The old school dieting.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll throw steak and like ground beef in there because ain't nobody gonna eat chicken all the goddamn time.
Yeah. Honestly, I haven't made chicken in a long time. I've just been sticking to ground meat, either ground turkey or ground beef.
So I'm gonna.
Just because it's so easy.
It is. So I'm hoping I want to get back. I'm like I went through. This is my third shirt I tried on
Before you came over
yeah,
here?
before because I tried on two and I'm just like, I feel fucking disgusting. But like I said, it's my fault. I don't know how I look. I like the shirt. I think I look somewhat okay.
Good. Yeah.
But the other two that I tried on, I'm like, nah.
I feel you. That's why I'm so excited to like just get back in and get moving,
Yeah.
you know, and being on my diet and stuff. But yeah, speaking of the gym, like today, was it today? Yesterday or today? I forget. I was at the gym. I don't know if you remember our buddy that we always see at the gym. Swole dude. I think he usually always wears a hat. Mexican. I think he's Hispanic.
The one who works out with right here.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I seen him work out a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, I saw your podcast on TikTok." He's like, "I like it. It's good. You know,
Oh, shit.
keep it up."
Nice.
I was like, "Oh, damn, appreciate you,
Appreciate
you."
yeah.
But don't want to say his name because I don't know if he wants to.
Right.
But thank you, and you know,
Dude, it's actually
thanks for the support.
It's pretty cool that our podcast is actually going out there.
Yeah,
It's actually getting. It's like now we don't have 100 people watching like
right. Like every episode. or whatever.
episode, but slowly but surely it's gonna get up there.
Yeah, and I enjoyed doing it. You know,
I like it.
yeah. And this is episode 30.
Episode 30,
episode
right?
30.
Shit.
So there it is. 30 weeks.
Damn.
Over half a year we've been recording.
This is awesome.
Consistently every
Yeah.
week. Obviously, we batched a bunch of episodes when I was in Europe,
Yeah. Oh, that was.
but
Still,
we still released them.
still
every
30
week.
weeks, right?
Yeah,
And this is awesome.
that's really cool.
I can't wait for another fucking 30 more and shit.
Yeah. Can't wait for us to hit a year
We should do something at the 50 though.
at the 50 episode
Yeah.
mark.
Do something at the 50. Something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll think about it. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Cool. This is awesome. I like this.
Yeah.
And for the people who listen, for the people who like listen to all, because there's some crazy people out there like I do. If I like a podcast, I'll listen from one all the way to where they're at now. But for the people who listen now and from the day one people, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you for just being here listening to us.
Yeah. And hopefully you guys like the little changes that we're doing from going to the
table in my
table
kitchen
in the kitchen to
to
the
this.
from the different angles, the side angle to the other angle to now.
And please, if you guys have any suggestions on what we should talk about, what we can't talk about, if you want to be on here, just message
message us.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Like that'll probably be the fastest way to get to us.
Yeah. Yeah, Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
handle the
I handle
TikTok
the
and
TikTok.
Instagram.
But Instagram, because sometimes Instagram the messages go to like that requested folder or something like that, and I
Yeah.
don't always look at that. So,
Yeah, I don't either.
but if you guys do, I will try to check that.
I just
So-
get from the requested folder. I just get fucking. It's either watches, glasses, or naked bitches.
Like a bunch of fake ass profiles.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like delete.
Yeah.
I'm like, get the fuck out
I'm
of
like,
here.
get the fuck out of here, you fucking scams.
Fucking whores.
Where was your dad on Father's Day?
Jesus.
Shit. but yeah. Oh, and then another thing that happened with my fucking car,
Oh yeah.
and this is on me probably for being fucking stupid and trusting other people. So, this was Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday or Wednesday. One
Tuesday
of them
or
days.
Wednesday. It was it was Tuesday. Because I had drove. That was the same day I drove to Champaign
Oh okay.
and had to drive back because I ended up going into the office that day. So I get out of work. Listen to me, the office. Still haven't told you guys what the new job is, but
Yeah, that'll be another.
yeah, I'll tell you guys later. So I get off at work, right? And like we're leaving a few minutes early to try to beat traffic and stuff like that. And go and start my car. It's making like a weird noise, and I'm thinking it's the like the blinker. So I'm like flipping it off, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm looking. Excuse me, guys. And it's making that noise like when you step on the brake and you're about to switch gears. You know, that click,
Yeah.
click. It just keeps clicking. And on our dashboard, it tells you what gear you're on, right? For those of you who don't know, we have the same car.
Yeah. No, that's why when he said our dashboard, we had the same exact car.
And it the gear kept flipping, like it kept just like it wasn't in gear, it was in gear, it wasn't in gear, it was in gear, and a little message popped up saying something about surface brake, some shit. Turn off the car, turn it back on. It's still doing it. I spin the block a little bit. Pillow fell, if you're wondering. So I spin the block, right? And the car's not going above like 7 miles an hour. So I'm like, shit. And the whole time it's still doing, it's in gear, it's out of gear. It's in gear, it's out of gear. So I'm like, fuck. Do I call the insurance to call the tow truck to take me home? I'm like, what should I do? So I'm like, so first I call my dad. Excuse me, guys. Let me fucking
Drink some water or some C-Bum. Sponsor. We'll drink the shit out of it. We'll sponsor the fuck out of it too.
It's good, and it's only 120 something milligrams of caffeine, so you could drink more than one and not feel bad. Anyways, shameless plug. So I called my dad, and I'm like, "Hey, the car's doing this shit. Just want to let you know." And he's like, "Oh, maybe it's." I mean, he's like, "I hope it's not the transmission." I'm like, "Man, I hope not." Shit. I'm like, it's switching gears. It's not like it's not switching gears. And then I tell him what the message pops up, and then he's like, "Oh well," he's like, "I can't go pick you up." He's like, "I can, but it's gonna be a while before I get there." I'm like, "Let me do something real quick, and then I'll get back to you." I look up the thing, and it says it could either be that the caliper's locked up, the brakes are low on fucking lubricant, or that there's no brake fluid in the thing or whatever.
Right.
So at this point I call you, and I'm like, I need you to come pick me up.
Yeah.
And we'll get back on that. So my other boy Justin is there, and we're looking at it, and he's like, actually I have some brake fluid in the car. It's like, you want to try it? I'm like, yeah, let's try it out. We pop the hood, we look at mine, my shit's dry. We put some in there, wait a few minutes, start the car. It's not doing it anymore. Spin the block a little bit. Wait. Check and see if there's any leaks or anything like that, and nothing. So ever since that day, which was on Tuesday, it's been running good. Been checking the levels and stuff like that. And I think what happened was, so usually I'll go get my oil changed, like at Valvoline or Jiffy Lube or something like that. And
Right.
they always top off my fluids, hindsight, I should have done it myself, or I should have just went somewhere like I trusted,
Right.
I went to fucking Jiffy Lube, and that was that day that I had that horrible experience where they didn't have the filter. They had to go to another store. They weren't communicating with me. It was like an hour for the fucking oil change, and the dude didn't even tell me what was going on. Like,
Yeah.
and
He just left you in the dark and said, "Yeah, you can wait."
Yeah. So I had gotten into it with him and the other people in there and stuff like that. And what I'm guessing happened is they didn't fill any of my fluids. All they did was change the oil and set me on my merry way.
Right.
So that means that it had been like a whole 6 or 7 or 8 months since the last time that my fluids were filled up, because I was assuming that they had done them then, and they didn't.
Right.
So my shit was just bare. There was no fucking shit in there. So that's what I'm assuming happened, and I'm guessing our car has like a
safety system?
like a safety feature or whatever, where like if it's low on that, it won't let the car really go that fast.
Right.
For your safety,
Right.
obviously. So shout out to them for that, but fucking Jiffy Lube fucking sucks ass. So I'm either gonna do the shit myself or just keep going to Valvoline because I trust them. They've never done me wrong, But it's nice out now, so I'll probably just end up doing everything myself. You know?
Cheaper too.
Yeah. But it's just so convenient sometimes, like when you're just like on the go, you don't have a lot of time to do it. You just pop in, boom, you're in and out in 20 minutes and you're on the road again,
During the summer, like during this time, I'll do it myself, everything. During the winter, fuck that. I'm not going to be outside.
Yeah.
Why? If I make good enough money to where I could be going during the winter if I need to. So I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, and I don't have a garage or anything like that. Like you do, but
I still do it on the
really,
driveway. Yeah, I still do it on the driveway.
Your garage is storage pretty much.
Yeah.
There's no room for a fucking car in there. And even if there is, like, just, But I want to use that kind of to branch off into a conversation that we were kind of having at the gym, about friendship and stuff like that.
Right.
Because I didn't even have to tell you what was going on, really. I called you in the middle of the day.
And I worked.
Yeah. This was like 5:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah. No, it was it was like 5.
It was like
about
5. And I'm like, let me give him a call. Like, he might be asleep. I don't know what's going on, but let me call him.
Right.
And you didn't even ask. I mean, you actually
I asked what was wrong. Yeah, just to make sure like something I could tell you or something.
But dropped what you were doing and
literally when you called, I literally sat down, turned on my Xbox, and about to put my headphones on to play.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna go. So I literally just text who I was gonna play with. I was like, hey, when something came up, I'm gonna go. So I just literally turned it off, got pants on, left.
Yeah. So we were having this conversation, and it was so much better at the gym because it was so natural. But I want to bring it up again.
Yeah. It'll become natural.
what does friendship look like to you? Because a lot of people look at it differently, almost.
Right.
Like, I know from some people that I've talked to, they're like, they're like, oh, like, we're not really friends anymore because I haven't talked to them in like 6 months or a year or this and that. Or like, they never hit me up anymore. And I'm just like, I have people in my life that I hadn't talked to in years, or that I go like a whole year without talking. And then when we see each other in person, it's like, it's back to normal,
Yeah.
So and obviously,
I don't know. It kind of works for guys like that though.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to some people, and if they say like, hey, what's going on? You want to go have a drink? If I'm available, I'll be like, yeah, fuck it, let's go have a drink. And it'll be like nothing wrong, nothing happened. And in that time that we haven't talked to each other, that's when we'll just like rekindle, reconnect, and be like, yeah, what's going on? Cool, how things are going and shit.
Yeah.
But that's a good friendship. Obviously, what we have is
different.
It's different. We see each other, like, even when we introduce each other to other people, we always introduce each other as like, oh yeah, this is my brother. and things like that, like that's a good friendship. That's a great friendship.
Right.
That's what well, it's just a brother relationship right there.
Yeah. You know, and I feel like a lot of people don't have that, or they overcomplicate what friendship is.
Mhm.
You know, like me and Christian, the other Christian. Shout out to you, Christian. Like, I haven't talked to him since like New Year.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just how our relationship is sometimes. Though, like we'll go like 6 months without talking to each other, and then we'll talk for like a week straight, and then I'll fly over there to go see him
Yeah.
for the week.
Like if nothing's
like
wrong, like nothing happened.
Yeah, like nothing happened. Or like you know, anything like that. And I have a bunch of those, even from like people from like high school that I'll see like randomly like at a, because I have some that are like related to me through other cousins from the other parent side or whatever
Yeah.
that I didn't even know, like we were, you know, like that.
Oh shit.
And I'll see them sometimes randomly.
Yeah.
And it'll be like nothing's changed, like nothing's happened, like just catching up, and it's just like, oh shit, like.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people complicate shit, you know.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, I haven't, like, this bitch hasn't talked to me in like
Year or in a couple
like,
months.
Yeah,
and
we're
stuff.
like, so like, fuck her. We're not friends anymore or whatever.
Right.
Like, like I told you, me, Jackie, and Alexa reconnected.
Right.
It had been 5 years, I think,
Yeah.
that we hadn't spoken to each other.
Right.
And honestly, I was kind of scared to like hit them back up because I'm like, one, I don't know how they're gonna react.
Right.
And I'm like, it's been 5 years, like to get a random ass message from me
Hey, how's it going?
out of the blue,
Right.
you know. And I'm glad I did it because like it's like nothing's changed. Obviously, a lot has changed in our lives,
Right.
but nothing's changed within our relationship and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
And I want to kind of use. Do you have anything to say before?
No, good.
I want to use that to branch off into like female male friendships
Uh-huh.
and how do you see them in your perspective, or like what do you think about them? And like,
There's many different ways you could think about it and look at it.
go ahead.
So, kind of, should I put that conversation that we had out there? Not with details on what they were saying, but like on just details on how I said.
I mean, you could bring up a scenario, kind of,
Okay.
because
Well, I
everything we
told.
were talking
Well,
about-
no, it's one of those where it's like I told Danny that he's a good friend to them. Like I'm glad that he sees him as a good friend. I'm glad that he sees him probably as like a sister or whatever to them. Not that I couldn't do that, but in a
So hold on, I'm not gonna. We have a relationship pretty much where like, excuse me, I'm comfortable venting to them and they're comfortable venting to me. Obviously, anything that they say stays between me and
Right.
them, you know.
right.
But like, they are comfortable enough telling me whatever there is going on with them because we're friends, and
Right.
that's the clear cut end of the story. You
Yeah.
know, end of the discussion. They're my friends. I'm their friend.
That's a good friendship though.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a different friendship from what we got,
Right.
but that's a good friendship.
But you were saying like,
I don't see them as like, okay, they're like, I could say hi, what's up to them, we're
Right.
friends, but if I was single, I could see it different too.
right.
Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'm a guy to where it's just like some of the things where I'm just like, if you gave me the chance, since we cool,
Right.
but if you gave me the chance,
You're gonna take it, kind of.
I'm gonna
like-
take it.
Right.
and it's one of those where it's like, and like I said, it's different things because if I didn't know their significant other,
Right.
then it would be much easier to be like, well, what you want to do?
Right.
But if I did know them, then it would be a little. I'm respectable enough to where it's like, nah, I know him. Let me not do nothing.
Right.
But like I said, if I didn't know them, fuck it, fair game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of it, and I wouldn't say that's a friendship. And you kind of just said it yourself, because like you know them, you're cool with them.
Like I said, I'll respect them. I'll be if I was single, I'll respect them.
Right.
I wouldn't do nothing if they didn't want to do nothing. But like I said, if the chance was on the table and I didn't know them or I didn't know the significant other,
right, then
I'm gonna take it.
Now, just to make everything hypothetical, let's take actual people out of the equation.
Right.
Let's say you're friends with a girl,
mm-hmm.
right? At what point is it that like you're actually friends with them because you genuinely are friends with them, or at what point also is it like we're cool, but I would if I could? Because there's two different scenarios there, like
it don't matter though.
You think it doesn't matter? Like
I don't think it doesn't matter. Yeah.
See, I don't know, like
because you guys could be friends for years and not do nothing, but that one time where they throw it on the table and you're willing to take it, that's it. So, but do you say that's a bad friendship though? After that,
normally I would agree with you on that. Anytime I'm having this argument with like my significant other or something like that, which I don't have right now, slide into my DMs.
Oh man.
I always bring up that argument because most of the time, that's how I feel that the guy best friend, for the most part, always has a thing for, or the guy friend always has a thing for the girl. A lot of the times, the friendship I have with them is a rarity, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. Because, like I said, it's one of those where you could feel the way that you feel about them, like how you feel now, and be cool with it and be fine with it. But there's a lot of guys where they're just like, I just want to see how it is.
Right.
And then after that one, that's it. It's not one of those like, hey, do you want to do it again? Or, hey, we should have it. No, it's just they want to see how it is one time.
Because there's two different scenarios. There's the one where like that, where they just want to try it out once. Or there's the one where they're like in love with them and shit like that, which I think that's a little weird.
Then that's at that point where they're only being friends because
I think you're an asshole at that point.
Yeah,
because
you're waiting for the opportunity.
But in this case, in my case, like, I would never. Like,
right. And that's good. And, I'm not saying that's bad or anything. The thing is, like
a lot of people don't believe me, or a lot of people find it weird. Like, excuse me, because Alexis is gorgeous. Jackie, she's gorgeous. I don't hang around ugly people, But like, even when we were in high school, and people would see us all hanging out. They're like, oh, how do you like hang out with them and not try anything? I'm like, because they're my fucking friends. Like,
now see when that's being asked, it's one of those where it's just like, okay, like now you're just like you just being nasty because you want to smash,
right?
In your situation, like you're actually being a friend, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, but it's like there's sometimes when they say like, how you not doing nothing, and you just with them. And it's just like, no, like bro, like. Just being a friend right now. Like, stop being nasty. It's like, if you want to smash someone, then go get somebody that's willing to just give it to you like that.
Like, I'm trying to word this correctly. Like,
yeah, I know, to not put everything out there and shit like that.
I'm not even that. It's like, I think that like, I've never found them. Obviously, I've always found them attractive because they're attractive,
Mm-hmm.
But I've never looked at them that way, even from the beginning. Like, never in our entirety of, like, the 14 years that we've known each other have I looked at, like, one of them and been like, damn, she is, like, fine. She's cool as hell. Like, I would like to. Right. And I think that's where that comes into play because, like, a lot of the times you can look at someone like that and then just become friends with them, but you already have that kind of initial thought in your head, like, they're really cool. They're attractive, and we're friends, but I kind of want a little bit more, or like I could grow to want a little bit more, and I think that's where the tricky part comes into play because they're going into that friendship with that pre-existing like feeling or thought of like, man, if they would just give me a chance, even if that.
No, but see, the way you're saying it is that's being a little desperate right there.
Well, I'm just saying like.
No, I know. I understand what you're saying, but the way you're kind of like like the way you're wording it is being a little bit like if they gave me that chance, I would. Like, no, just go into the friendship and just be the friend.
Like, we had a lot of other friends at our lunch table in high school. There were a lot of girls, you know, and I called them friends, you know, because we were cool. We chatted, we talked, but it was never one of those situations where like I was going in there trying to be their friend, just their friend, because I was very clear most of the time where I'm like, I find you attractive.
Yeah.
We're friends, but like, you cute, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I think
you
that's,
were nice with it.
That's
I was like, shit, you want to do something? We could do something. And then I would just kind of throw that like, yeah, it was a joke, kind of funny. But if they gave me that look, you give me that look, that's it.
right.
And that's I don't know. I guess that's the difference between us.
I guess.
Because you were just like, yeah, like we could do something. I was just like, what you want to do?
But like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to word this. Like, there's somebody right now that I'm friends with, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never shied away from the fact that like if you freed it up, I'm take it, you know. You know what I'm talking about. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
So it's the same person we always talk.
Okay. Like the last weekend thing?
Last week? No.
Not last weekend. No.
Few
Okay.
episodes,
Yeah.
like old episodes ago.
Okay.
Thing that whole thing. You know, like
okay.
you know, like we'll still chat every now and again.
Right.
But I've never shied away from the fact that like I'd smash.
Yeah.
And sometimes I encourage it. I'm like,
what you want?
What you want to do?
Yeah.
You know, because then I just think it's fake as fuck if I'm trying to be there as like some fucking friend that's there for you. Oh, come cry on my shoulder, la da da da. But I'm just gonna sneak in whenever like the chance presents itself.
Then that's the difference between being a good friend and an asshole.
Right.
Like,
but a lot of the times I feel like
they'd be a good friend to be that asshole.
You know.
That's sometimes, and that's sometimes what happens. But sometimes, just be a good friend. That's when you got to know when you get to play your cards or you got to hold them close.
Like, yeah, I agree.
And it's like I said, I don't know. I never went to that whole thing of like, let me try to get them when they're at a low point.
You never try to be that sneaky friend or that sneaky freaking.
Like, I wanted you to be level-headed with me because if we're going to do this, then we both cool with it.
Right.
Not because you're sad or you're like depressed or something like that.
Like, you're there, like, all right, we're cool, we're friends, you know, and stuff like that. But you were never hiding the fact that you found them attractive or that you would smash if you could or whatever.
It'll be at that point like, yeah, we friends and all. But sometime in that friendship, you already knew, like, damn, if I let him, he would.
Right.
And not in a mean or disgusting, vulgar way.
Right.
It would just be like, yeah, he would.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that as long as everything is clear cut and up front from the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of the times it gets to that situation where, like, you're friends with this person for, like, years now at this point. And in the back of his head, he's always just thinking, like, I would fuck her. I would smash, you know? And not that those aren't real friendships. But
it's just funny because I'm like, then you have those friends where you're just like, I wouldn't touch you.
Because, like, I don't necessarily think that guys are only friends with people they find attractive.
Right.
Because sometimes you just find someone that's cool as hell and you vibe with and you click with.
Right.
And that's just the homie. But it just so happens that a lot of the times they're friends with people they find attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the times, most of the guys are willing to do something with you if presented the opportunity, you know?
And that's why I don't have a lot of friends that are girls, because I could possibly be that one guy. I'm not saying I'll do it now, but it's just vice versa. Would you want her to be friends with a lot of guy friends?
Yeah, that's fair. And that's the whole thing where, like, I try to make their partners as comfortable as possible and talk to them.
Right. Because you know them.
Because I know them.
Right.
And I know I can look at it from their perspective of, like, if my girl had a best friend, like a guy that she was really close to or whatever, I wouldn't necessarily be comfortable with it.
Right.
You know? So I can look at it from their perspective, and I try to make them as comfortable as possible.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where it's like, we've known each other for 14 years. Like, If I haven't tried anything in 14 years, bro, come on. I'm not
Right.
doing
That's why.
fucking,
Yeah,
like-
it's one of those where it's like I could, like me personally, I could trust you with like, can you go pick her up and then like drive her home, and I know she'll be safe. It's one of those. It's one of those where it's like, if you and Diana were together, I knew you guys were safe. I knew she was safe
Right.
at least. And it's one of those I could trust you because, like I said, you've seen me go through hell and back. I've seen you go through hell and
Right.
back.
And you know the kind of person I am.
Yeah.
And you know I'm not that
Yeah.
kind of person and stuff like that. But like I've never blamed like any of the people that I was friends with if their significant others were uncomfortable with me or they
Yeah.
didn't like me, because I could understand, you know, I
Yeah.
could see it from their point of view. Excuse me. Not to say that any of them have ever said anything. Like, to my knowledge, they've never said anything, you know.
Right.
But if they were to have said something, like, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take offense from it or
Right.
take it personally,
Yeah,
because
it's one of those like, hey, I'm a guy. I'm like, if you feel, what is it? If you feel threatened by me, I'm sorry.
right,
It's like if I could show you any way that, like, I'm not trying to do anything, we're cool and all.
Yeah.
It's like, tell me, and then I'll try my best to do it.
right, you know. And we don't see each other that often. Most recently, like I saw them more than I have pretty much ever. Well, not ever,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
in the last few years and stuff like that. But you know, we're all grown now. We all have our own shit going
Yeah.
on, so it's really hard to make that time.
Exactly.
But like, and I feel like a lot of people don't have those kinds of friendships.
Hmm.
You know, even like ours, like we don't really text or call.
We
or
do
anything.
not
We
text
do
at
not
all. We
at all,
text to
really.
see if we want to go to the gym, when we gonna do the podcast, and if we want to go out to eat.
Right.
That's literally our text.
And most of the
messages.
time, it just turns into a phone call because it's so much easier than waiting for a fucking text. You
Right.
know.
or you text me or I text you. Man, this motherfucker taking like 5 minutes. Let me call this bitch.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Then no more texting after that.
And it's just like, bam. Everything that we're doing, it's like a in-person
We have
relationship almost.
that old soul relationship to where it's like, yeah, we could text, but like let's just call each other.
Yeah.
Make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
And
And we
then-
don't spend fucking time on the phone. It's like,
Yeah.
let's just get the fucking conversation over with. Sometimes we'll talk if it's an actual thing that we're talking about.
Right.
But like, we don't call each other to just be like,
How you
"What-
doing?
Yeah, what you doing?
Fucking legs
Like,
swinging
right.
back and forth. No, we don't do any of it. It's literally our conversations are like 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
And like I said, the old soul kind of conversation over the phone.
Yeah.
Because then as soon as we see each other face to face, then that's when we could talk for fucking no homo hours.
Right.
Like when we're at the gym, the 2.5 hours that we're at the gym doing the cardio, doing the fucking weightlifting, we're talking the entire
Yeah.
time. So
And not all the time. Sometimes we'll just
yeah,
zone
majority
in
of the
and just
majority of the time it's just headphones on and just get that shit
get
done.
the fucking workout through.
Yeah.
Especially now that you got to get home like as soon as you can.
know.
And stuff like that.
The only time we now do talk a lot more is when we're talking about what we're gonna talk about on here.
On the podcast. And another thing is like we want to save those conversations for the podcast.
Yeah.
So we don't want to waste a good conversation just at the gym.
Right. Where's the good surprise on you?
Like, I'm sorry. I forgot what he said. But yeah, so I don't know. Like friendships are a weird thing. Friendships are weird, you know?
Yeah, they really are.
Because it's like you just pick a human and you're just like, all right,
I like you.
I like you. You know?
Yeah.
But
Remember back then when we were kids, friendship was just. Remember when we were kids, we had like 12 deep, and now it's just like no
Right.
offense to like Chino, Bam, and Junior. It's
Yeah.
just like we're all cool and we still need to hang out, but it's just one of those where it's just like me and you, bro.
yeah.
That's crazy. Because
It's
when
really-
we were
it
kids,
is.
we didn't give a fuck about anything. All we gave a fuck about, let's have fun, let's play, let's run around and skin our fucking knees.
Yeah.
Life was so much easier.
It really was.
Goddamn, growing up sucks.
Yeah. Do you think you could be friends with someone you had a relationship with?
No.
No? Like
No.
at all?
Nope.
Nothing? No.
Because
no.
you already smashed. If you smashed in a loving way,
made
so-
love.
yeah, you made love.
Uh-huh.
So you can't be friends without the thought of like, man, if you present it, I'll present it too.
Right. And I feel the same way. I think you could be friendly with somebody,
Yeah.
you know.
Like if I was single, it would be one of those like, yeah, we could be cool,
We could be cool.
because that cool could be like, hey, you want to do something real quick, or you want to. It's basically
Right.
it's like the cool's gonna turn into you want to do something.
I feel like it at least from one of you, I feel like it always is. That's why I don't think that you can be really real friends with your ex.
Yeah.
You know? If you were just like you had a little thing maybe or whatever,
You guys were
hooked up
like you guys together for 90. No, if you guys just hooked up to fuck, then it's okay. Or then you guys could kind of be cool.
right.
But if you hooked up and you guys were together for like
But
6 months,
yeah, if you guys
and-
were like in a full blown relationship, told each other they loved each other
Yeah,
and like
things like that.
freaking all this and that, I don't think you can go back to being friends because one of you, and most time the guys, is always gonna have that thought in your head. Like
that's not always the guys though.
I said most of the time. I say all the time. I say most of the time.
Not even most of the time either. It's half and half.
I'd say 51%.
50.
51,
Way to
40,
throw us under the fucking bus.
51, 49.
Jesus. Is that how you feel, Danny?
That's what I know. I feel like one of you is always gonna have that thought in your head. Like even if it goes a whole year and you never have that thought until you're at a party, until you're drinking.
Yeah.
You
The
get a
fucking
little,
juice.
you know, you're dancing, you're having a good time. You just look each other in the eye, you lock eyes. It's like one time won't hurt, one more time won't hurt. You know?
One time won't hurt.
And then you're back into that whole cycle again. I
Yeah.
just don't feel like you can have a real,
No, you
a real friendship relationship
No.
with someone that you've dated,
That you
you've been in
dated,
love
right.
with. You know,
Yeah, that, like I said, that you made love with. You made love with them, and it can't be normal
yeah.
being friends.
Have you ever listened to those to like the second date updates on like the radio?
I used to
Yeah,
when I was when I had a different time on work.
yeah.
Those are funny as
They're
fuck.
funny as fuck. I used to be late to work listening to those when I would start at
Dude.
5.
It was so funny too because like it would be like the girl like, oh yeah, I had a really good time with him, and we were like connecting. I felt really fun, but he never texted me back and never called me
Yeah.
back. And then it would call the guy. Like, that bitch is crazy. She's like, she tried to do this to me. She was saying that she wanted to peg me and shit like that. That crazy. She is nuts. And then she comes out and I just said that because you wanted to think about it. I was like, what the hell?
Some of these people are fucking idiots. I heard one the other day. I haven't heard it on the radio in a while, but like they're now sharing them on TikTok. and shit.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So there was one. The girl called into the radio. You know, she said everything was good, everything went smooth. She was like, there was no issues, like as they always say. You know.
Hold that. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom.
All right, go ahead.
Pause. And we're back.
All right. So, as I was saying, there was one, right? And she calls on the radio saying that everything was good, everything was smooth. They call him. And this one's not too crazy, but it fits in line with what we were talking about right now.
Yeah.
So they call him. And he's like, oh, you went on a date with, I don't know, Ashley. And he's like, oh, yeah, I remember Ashley. They're like, is there a reason you're not giving her a call back? He's like, well, I think she has some shit that she needs to figure out. I think she's a little confused. And they're like, well, what do you mean? And they're like, well, we went on our date. Everything was going cool. And she asked me, she's like, oh, are you friends with any of your exes? And she was like, he's like, well, no, you know. He's like, are you? And she's like, yeah, I just went to a wedding with my ex last weekend.
What the fuck? I couldn't do that.
So he's like, what? So he's like, yeah, like we went to a friend's wedding together last weekend. Excuse me. And the radio people are like, what? Like, what the fuck? He's like, right? Like, he's like, that's just fucking weird to me. Like, he's like, well, we're on the first date and you're telling me that you literally just went on a date with your ex last weekend.
Right.
And you expect me to be just okay with that? So she jumps in. They're like, oh, we forgot to tell you that she's on the radio.
Yeah, obviously.
And she's like, I can't believe that's why you're not calling me back. And he's like, guys, am I the only one that sees how fucking crazy this is? And she's like, She was like, well, we got invited to this wedding, months ago. Like, obviously we're going to go. He's like, yes, go to the wedding, but you said you guys went together. And they start asking her, the people on the radio, they're like, well, did you guys just both go to the wedding or did you guys go together? Well, she's like, well, we just figured it'd be easier if we went together, so we went together. And they're like, so you went on a date with your ex? She's like, no, we just went to the wedding. And he's like, were you guys dancing? She's like, well, everybody was dancing. He was like, you went on a fucking date with your ex a week ago.
That was it. It's a date that you guys didn't have to pay for at that point.
And then she's like, it's not like we hooked up in the bathroom. And the dude jumps in. He's like, yeah, but you could have hooked up somewhere else. Silence.
Damn.
She didn't say no. Nothing.
Oh, they fucked then.
They fucked.
Yeah, they fucked.
They fucked a week ago.
They got a couple drinks in. They fucked.
So,
I would have.
she's like, we're just friends. Like, no, that's a bunch of bullshit. They're like, how long ago did you guys break up? She's like, it's been like 6 months. That's forever ago. 6 months is nothing. Especially if you're still talking to this dude. I just went out with him.
Yeah, I just smashed.
To a wedding. And just, yeah. She's like, I can't believe you're being insecure about this. They always throw out that fucking word, insecure, whenever something like this comes up.
Like it's your fault
like
that you're... Why are you feeling like that? But then when you just say like, oh yeah, guess who texted me? So-and-so. And oh yeah, she was my ex. It was just... She just messaged me to see about this, and that.
And then throw a fucking fit.
Why are you texting her? Tell her to fuck off. It's just like, what the fuck?
It's like, I can't have a boundary in place that I don't like to be crossed. Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
But
those are funny.
I love those, dude. They would make me late to work all the fucking time. Like, I'd be in the parking lot waiting for the music to fucking stop playing so that the episode could come back on.
You're just jamming out some music. You see your manager running late. Danny, what the fuck are you doing here?
Like, listen to this shit.
Listen to this.
Get in the car. But, all right. I have an Am I the Asshole, and then we'll do Pick Your Poison, and we'll call it an episode. Unless you have something else.
No.
Oh, all right. It says, am I the asshole for masturbating after sex?
What the fuck? Whoa, what the? Okay.
I, 25 female, am engaged to Matt.
Okay.
28 male. In the bedroom, Matt doesn't last very long. He crashes and burns, and I never orgasm while having sex. I do, however, have a high sex drive and enjoy having 1 or 2 orgasms daily because it's relaxing to me. Fair enough. Because I don't have an orgasm during sex, I often masturbate with my own collection of sex toys. I don't have a treasure trove, but I do have many more than a few. Last night, Matt and I had sex, and as per usual, I didn't orgasm, and he rolled over to go to bed. I pulled out some of my toys and gave myself a couple of orgasms, as I usually do after sex. This morning, as we ate breakfast, Matt mentioned that he heard me masturbating and that I don't make those noises when we have sex. He said while I was in the shower, he opened my box of sex toys. He said he knew I had toys, but not what kinds. He said I knew I had toys, but not what kinds. He felt very upset that I had a larger dildo, one bigger than him, in my box. He said he also thought it was nasty that I had some anal plugs, and said I was an awful fiance for masturbating after sex, and that I shouldn't do it anymore. No. I asked how I was supposed to get off, and he told me I wasn't. That I could orgasm during sex with him. I argue with him about our lack of foreplay and how he never stops and pays attention to me. He said it was my fault that I couldn't orgasm without toys and that I should learn how. He also said it was comparable to cheating because the toys I used didn't look anything like him, and how I was probably thinking about other men while I was masturbating. I feel awful. Other than this, our relationship has been amazing. I just feel confused and sad and terrible about masturbating after sex. I didn't stop to think about how it would hurt him to get off on something that wasn't him. Am I the asshole? Edit. Because people are asking in both comments and in my personal messages. My dildo is 7 inches. Oh my God. And Matt is 3 to 3.5.
Come on,
inches.
Man. God. You need to be eating the fuck out of that shit.
I don't think you're not the fucking asshole.
No.
He is the asshole.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he's going off of I got mine. That's it.
Yeah.
He needs to eat it, lick it, suck it,
He needs to
everything.
do all types of things.
and then just so she could get more pleasure out of it, get a little vibrator so she could handle it while you're doing it.
Right.
And then there you go. But it's gonna be a long journey
Long journey.
for both yous because you got to do everything to satisfy her, and then she still has to get the vibrator and still satisfy herself again while you're in it.
Right.
So and then both you guys she has like her 2 or 3, and you have your
One.
slinky ass one.
Right. I think he's just selfish in general.
Yeah, that's
selfish as
you're
fuck.
not
dude.
supposed to have none or try to have one while we're doing it. Fuck out of here.
Like, how is she supposed to have one if you're not even putting in any effort? You're just doing your thing and then
You barely putting
over.
it in.
Damn. My question that I want to know is he 3.5 on hard?
I'm assuming.
I'm assuming that
it's
it's 3.5 on a hard. I'm sorry, my boy.
You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what
You got to
you're
get a
gonna do,
penis
you know?
enhancement or something.
You should be encouraging her to bring out the toys during sex. Like, you should be eating it up, from the front, from the back, from the side, everything.
I'd be like, put a butt plug in. Let's go.
You should be doing you should be going out of your way to try to make up for that.
For that kind of size, I'm assuming it's only like seconds, maybe, no? Minutes?
Oh, she said he doesn't last very long to begin with. I don't know what very long or isn't very long. I don't know what that means.
Right. I don't know. Could be seconds.
Let's say it's 5 minutes.
No.
Maybe like 2-3 minutes, probably.
Maybe like a minute and a
Maybe
half.
a minute and a half.
Because she said he crashes and burns.
Yeah, he just
fast. So it has to be like, all right, let's get it, and then the
just-
majority of it was foreplay.
But she said he doesn't do
But
foreplay.
he doesn't do it. Yeah.
He just goes in just raw, just like dry.
Try. Yeah, no, she's not the
No,
asshole.
she's not the asshole.
Come on,
Continue
you
to
can-
fucking masturbate.
Right.
dude.
Continue to masturbate or tell him that I'm going to implement some toys. Maybe put the 7-incher and then have him go into a little tight spot on the side. Maybe you'll
Double trouble? I don't know.
a little DP, but I guess it's like just putting a finger in there.
Let's be honest. Most of the time, if they have a dildo, it's gonna be a bigger one than like it's gonna be a big one. Probably.
No, it doesn't have to be a big one, but I could understand why she got a big one.
Right.
She ain't got a big one. Because he ain't got a big one. That's fucked up. No, but no, she's not the asshole.
We don't body shame over here, but
I ain't saying this.
we're gonna shame him for being a selfish
Right.
lover.
Selfish lover, and just because he's being a selfish lover,
We're gonna shame him a little bit.
maybe get a bigger penis or something. I don't know, bro.
I don't know, dude. But I would keep masturbating. You're not the
Right.
asshole.
Do what you got to do, girl.
And honestly, if it's that big of a deal right now, your relationship is not gonna last because
Yeah, you guys could
sex
be,
is
yeah.
a key component to a relationship,
Mhm.
especially if you have a high sex drive.
Yeah.
And
And I'm not saying that you need to do it every day, but if he satisfied you good enough every 2 or 3 days or 2 days,
right
you'll be good. But he ain't doing nothing, so you're just getting
at this point, it's a chore for you because
Yeah.
you're gonna have to go and do it yourself afterwards again.
right. You're getting off, but not a full. It's not the same when you're getting off by someone else.
Right. So I don't think she's the asshole
Nah.
at all. All right, let's do a little picture poison.
There's a lot. I got a lot.
You got a lot of them.
Yeah, just to kind of mix them up. Really fucked up.
Right. All right. Pick your poison. Pull all your fingernails out one by one.
Or accidentally grab crazy glue instead of lube. I'm pulling out my nails. That's it.
Now, in what context is this? Are you about to fuck or are you about to masturbate?
Does it matter? So you rather be attached like dogs or just be attached to your own dick?
I mean, I need to know because
I'm pulling out my nails. I'm sorry. I know what I have. I know what I got.
Are you
And-
manscaped at this point? You know, like when you.
It don't even matter what Manscaped. You're pulling your skin off your dick. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but like if I just glue it right, like I could take the week off of work and just put on some solvents until it just.
You really think the solvent's not gonna burn your dick?
I mean, it'll burn.
You really
but,
think the
like,
solvent's not gonna burn your pubes off? Your nutsack? I'd
have
rather
you-
just
what's
deal
that
with
movie? Have you seen The Neighbors when they're molding?
the first neighbor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when they're molding their thing and
the black guy is
the
soft
black guy
and didn't shave.
No, he shaves his face instead of shaving down there.
I just saw that movie too.
And they just.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm going.
Just one tear just.
I'm going with the nails.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull off my nails. Fuck that. What would you guys do? Oh, drop that one.
Yeah. Fuck it.
All right. We'll do 2.
Yeah.
Well, 2 more.
All right. Pick your poison. Tell every child you meet that they're adopted.
Or walking on a family member, getting off to a family photo album. Damn, that's
Oh.
bad.
Yeah. I'm telling every kid they're adopted.
Yeah, I'm okay with telling every
I'm okay. I think I would get joy out of telling them that they're adopted.
Your parents don't even love you.
You're adopted.
In dodgeball, when he gets hit by the ball in the first one,
Oh yeah.
in the beginning,
Uh-huh.
he's like, "Your parents don't even love you. You're adopted."
Oh yeah.
I'd be funny with that. All right, last one.
Okay. Pick your poison. Lose a week of your life every time you have sex.
Or let out a small fart every time you orgasm.
I'm going with the fart.
Yeah, I think I would go with the fart too, because why would you want to lose a week?
A week every time you have sex?
Yeah, I'd be fucking dead already.
So you have 50, like, let's say you have sex 52 times. That's a year of your life that you just lost.
Gone. You better hope you live to like 90 or
Right.
something.
Versus just like,
Ugh.
because at that point you've already nutted. Like, it's not like you're doing it during sex to where she's going to be put off, you know?
That's fucked up. You want to do another one?
Yeah, one more. All right.
All right, this is the 3 left.
Kill 10 people and get away with it.
Yeah, let's go with this one. Have your partner write a review on their blog. I'm sorry. Have your partner write a review on their public blog every time you guys have sex. What was yours?
Kill 10 people and get away with it. I mean,
I'm kill 10 people.
this one seems like a no-brainer, right?
Yeah,
I mean, if
I
I
would
get
kill
away
10
with it, I mean,
Yeah, I'd kill 10 people, but can you live with it?
I could
think
find 10 pedophiles or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. I could find. I think I'd had.
I mean,
fun
all
with
that
it.
information is public.
That
Like,
is
you just-
true. That is very true. I could find 10 people to kill, no problem. I think
Because-
that'll be fun.
Yeah, because like, I mean, even if it's always good, like, you're like, why are you putting this
Well,
out there? Like,
But then again, what if it's one of those days where you're just like, oh, yeah, I haven't had this in a long time. Let me stick it in. It feels good. Plop. Three
Like-
strokes, and you're just like,
just like today lasted 3 seconds.
so I had to masturbate today after my 2 orgasms. He was not very good in the bed. He crashed and burned.
Yeah, I think I'll go with this one
Yeah.
because it says and get away with it. So like, not that I want to kill 10 people, but like,
I want to kill 10 people. I'd want to see how that feels.
Really?
I think I'm psycho enough to actually do it.
hey,
You're like, hey. So this is the last episode?
all right.
Yeah.
Well,
What would you guys do?
Yeah, what would you guys do? I think that was a good episode.
Yeah, it was a good
I
episode.
enjoyed it. Episode 30.
Episode 30, man. Fuck, let's go. Man,
Yeah,
this is
So,
crazy.
probably by next week your baby will be born.
Yes, sir.
probably.
Be a outside the stomach father.
Yeah. So if there's no episode next week, that means that she was born on Saturday
Right.
or something.
Right.
Um.
So hopefully hopefully there's an episode, but if there is not, we are sorry.
Right.
But we will come back for episode 31 strong,
Yep.
and we'll get back onto the regularly scheduled program.
Yes, sir. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. Comment down below. Let us know.
Yes. What would you guys do for Pick Your Poison? With probably all the same answers. But hey, let people know just to see what they think. They probably think a little bit different. They'll probably like to glue their dick to their hand.
Do you guys think that she was the asshole for masturbating after sex?
Exactly.
I don't know. And what do you guys think about friendships and how they work? And what does friendship mean to you guys?
Do you have a good friend like how me and Danny are? Do you have a good friend, a best friend, basically, a brother?
So let us know down below. If you have any scenarios or something that you see on Reddit, TikTok, whatever.
Post it to Instagram.
Yeah, that you want us to talk about or that you'd want people to listen to. Send it in, and we'll read it off.
Yes.
And we'll talk about it.
And again, like, share, comment, tell your friends, family.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you haven't had the Bum Energy, go out and get you some.
Where can you get it?
I got these at Vitamin Shop.
Vitamin Shop or online?
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're a person that works out, they're really, really good.
Yeah.
And if you just need some energy, it's good, clean energy, and the flavor is spectacular.
Top tier. I think the orange is my favorite, I think.
I need to try all three of them again. And then, because right now I just tried this one, which was like cherry frost.
Right.
That shit was good.
Was it? Yeah. I haven't had that one since we went to Texas, so I'd have to double back and try it out.
Yeah.
But we're going to end it here. Thank you guys so much. And maybe we'll catch you guys next week. If not, then we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
For sure. Love yous.
Bye.
Bye.